Today we're going to be solving this problem. Let a and b be the roots of the equation x squared minus mx plus 2 equals 0. Suppose that a plus 1 over b and b plus 1 over a are the roots of the equation x squared minus px plus q equals 0. What is q? It is actually quite simple because you know that a and b are the roots of the equation x squared minus mx plus 2 equals 0. And to find the solutions for x in any quadratic equation, you must factor it out. So, and you know that the two solutions multiplied together must equal this number, and the two solutions added together must equal this number. So you know that 2 is a prime number. What a prime number means is that it can be only divisible by 1 or itself. So, the only two numbers that can be multiplied to equal 2 is 1 and 2. So, the roots of the equation, this one, could be 1 and 2. However, 1 and 2 added together does not equal a negative number, which is negative over here. So, to change that, we have to add negative signs to this, because we know that negative plus negative equals a negative number. And so, negative 1 times negative 2 equals 2, positive 2, and negative 1 and negative 2 plus each other equals a negative number. So let me write that down. Since m equals negative number, it has to be negative 1 and negative 2. Now that we've got that down, if you factor it out, then it'd be x minus 2 and x minus 1 equals 0, which is a factored out version of this equation. So, and you know that the roots are a and b, so that a equals, if you solve for x, here, okay, wait, let me erase this for a second. To solve for x, so you know that these two numbers multiplied together equals 0, so one of them has to be 0. So I'm just going to do this. X minus 2 equals 0, and x minus 1 equals 0. To simplify these, you must add 2 to this side, so it'd be x equals 2. So x equals 2, and add 1 to this side, which is x equals 1. So, a equals 1 and b equals 2, or b equals 1 and a equals 2. Now that you know that, so let's go back to this. Suppose that a plus 1 over b and b plus 1 over a are the roots of the equation. So, I'm going to just plug I'm just going to do this one. I'm going to plug this in to this. So I know that the first one is a plus 1 over b. So a equals 1. So 1 plus 1 over 2, since b equals 2, and b plus 1 over a equals, okay, so b equals 2 plus 1 over 1, which is a. So if you simplify these, 1 plus a half equals 1.5, and 2 plus 1 over 1, 1 over 1 equals 1, so 2 plus 1 equals 3. So these are the roots of this equation, but now you gotta find q. So you know that the roots of any quadratic equation multiplied together equals this number, and any roots of the quadratic equation that it's in plus each other equals this number. So let's see, 3, so this is a positive number, and these positive numbers added together equal a positive number. However, p equals negative. P equals negative number. So the only way that these two numbers can equal negative numbers when I add negative signs to both of the numbers, like I did with this one. So now you can see that if you factor this out, x minus 3, x minus 1.5 equals 0, which is the simplified version of this equation. And you know that the two roots multiplied together equals q. So negative 3 times negative 1.5. See, that is 4.5. And so 4.5 equals q. So let's see here. A is 5 over 2. That's not right. B equals 7 over 2, which isn't right either. C equals 4, which is not this. And D equals 9 over 2, which is 4.5. So D would be the correct answer.